Wrestling Fanboy here, and welcome to another video. I have to give my WrestlePalooza predictions. It's right around the corner, so we gotta get into it. Um, y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Y'all know what to do. I appreciate all the support. I've been getting more and more views, and I'm really thankful for it. So y'all keep it up, and I keep it up also. But let's get into this WrestlePalooza. Last month, August, ESPN and WWE made a announcement that they was gonna, start working together, a partnership, a deal, and it's to bring WrestleMania and other PLEs to the platform, ESPN, and it's a big deal. It's $30, but it's a big deal. So this is the first event that they are doing with this new deal, WrestlePalooza. This is this is like the wedding. This is the marriage. This is the ceremony, and it's a decent card. I'm not gonna lie. I wish it was like one or two more matches, but it's still time for them to, announce one more match. But these are the ones confirmed. So let's get into it with these predictions. So we got Cody Rhodes defending his world championship against Drew McIntyre. Now, I was really thinking that Cody's gonna win. Cody's gonna keep it. Maybe he's back from Street Fighter, filming and everything. But on an event like this, you need big moments. You need things that we not gonna expect to happen. And with that being said, I think Drew should win. Drew should win. It would help Drew's character. He's been a great heel since he's been heel. And more importantly, it would help Cody Rhodes' character. Because Cody is better when he's chasing the belt, not when he actually holding it. Don't get me wrong, he's a good champion. But when Cody Rhodes is chasing, oh man, he's an animal. He's a different beast. So I kind of had a speech and everything of why Cody Rhodes would keep the title, but I kind of convinced myself that Drew probably is going to win this. First ever WrestlePalooza. We need big moments, and a title change of this, stature will help WrestlePalooza stand out. Plus I think Drew McIntyre deserves another title reign. So I have Drew McIntyre winning the world championship from Cody Rhodes. Next, let's get into the Usos reuniting to take on Braun and Braun. That means Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The Usos uniting is a big thing. Perhaps one of the greatest tag teams ever. Definitely of this generation. They're going against, the Vision, Braun Breaker and Big Bronson Reed. I want to say Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed win this one. I really do. I don't like betting against the Usos. I really don't. But I feel like Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed will win this one for two reasons. Jey Uso has been taking on this kind of Roman Reigns, not aura, but transformation of where he seems like he don't care whose toes he steps on, and it's been rubbing people the wrong way, which could lead to him doing some crazy stuff that can cost them the match. But one of those people's toes he stepped on was LA Knight. And I think LA Knight is going to get his get back. So we going to have Jey Uso and LA Knight feuding. So I believe LA Knight is going to interfere in this match. He's going to, probably, attempt to help. the Usos, and it's probably going to backfire. And it's going to cause him and Jay to get into it again. So I got Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed winning this tag team match. Next, let's get into the bout that is going to happen for the vacant Women's World Heavyweight Championship between Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer. If Naomi was taking on Stephanie Vaquer, I believe Naomi would have kept the belt and just added Stephanie Vaquer onto her list of people she's beat in this proceed with caution era that she has brought forward. But with the announcement of her pregnancy, congratulations, I love it. We have Io Sky, somebody that was supposed to challenge Naomi, and Stephanie Vaquer, somebody who was supposed to challenge Naomi. These two are going against each other to see who is going to win. The last times they went against each other, we never got a, definitive winner. But this time, hopefully, we do. But I don't think it's going to be clean. Io is in this weird story with Rhea and the Kabuki Warriors, where Asuka is borderline turning heel. And Asuka of late has been dominating. Let's be honest. She has won her single matches. She has been looking like the Asuka of old. Asuka and Rhea have been at each other's throats. So I think we either gonna get a storyline between those two feuding, which is eventually gonna lead to Io and her and Asuka. It's gonna lead to the Kabuki Warriors against Io and Rhea. And then I think it's going to lead to Io versus Asuka. Now, if the title is in the mix, I don't know. But think about all the stuff I just said for Io. She doesn't need the belt to be involved in that storyline. So, I think they should go the route of Stephanie Vaquer and, just build her up as this star. Because the fans already like her. She already has an aura about her. And then I appreciate the fact that she's learning English. And she's taking classes and everything. She wants to be better. She want to represent the company and everything, the women's division. I think she would be the perfect person to put the title on. And then, for her to just keep it and be a main star. Have her go against people. Have her go against Rhea, Io, Asuka, Leah Morgan when she come back, Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez. Just have her go against people, and represent their Raw brand with their belt, cause she's a star. She is. I love her. So I have Stephanie Vaquer winning this match and becoming the Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Speaking of World Heavyweight Champions, let's get into our next match, which features Seth freaking Rollins and Becky Lynch, the Intercontinental Champion, taking on CM Punk and the returning AJ Lee. This is a match, y'all. I doubt we expect it to happen, but we're here. It's happening. This is a high-profile mixed tag team match. The last couple I can remember is like John Cena and Nikki against The Miz and Maurice, and then also Triple H and Stephanie against Kurt and Ronda. I like that one. This is to me a bigger match than those. And if you're making a WrestlePalooza, like trying to make another WrestleMania, this is a match you would put on there. So we got this super hot rivalry between Seth Rollins and CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, his wife has got involved, and she put her hands on CM Punk. CM Punk had to go get his wife. He said, alright, I can't beat you, but I know somebody that can. So enters AJ Lee. AJ Lee here. So we're gonna have a match. The fact that AJ Lee has returned, and we've been waiting on it for years, I think her and CM Punk are going to win. I mean, if the belts were on the line, then I could see Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, winning. But this don't hurt them to lose. Come on now. They gonna recover. They gonna brush this off. They gonna call it a fluke. Probably beginner's luck. Even though AJ Lee is a legend. So, I got CM Punk and AJ Lee, taking this one. Do the Vision get involved? I don't believe so. I think this is gonna be a straight up fight. And I think it's gonna come down to Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. One of them are gonna pin each other. I think the men are gonna take each other out, which they always do. So that's who I got. CM Punk and AJ Lee winning this mixed tag. Now the match that I believe is gonna be the main event. You got the Never Seen 17, John Cena. His retirement tour. Once he gone, y'all. But John Cena, he's taking on the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And this gonna be a good match. Now I'm hoping it's not a SummerSlam repeat, where Brock just smashes John Cena. We don't need that. I want Super Cena. I want Cena to finally hit the 5-knuckle shuffle on Brock Lesnar. Cause this probably gonna be the last time they fight. So I need Super Cena. I need John Cena to beat Brock Lesnar. Is it gonna happen? I think it is. John Cena is my pick. John Cena can't be losing all these matches. He's already lost to Brock a lot. Do he have to lose to Brock his last year? No. I mean, it's Brock. John Cena can beat Brock. Because I believe for John Cena last match, he's going to lose. He's going to put somebody over. So I think the matches leading up to that, John Cena, he needs to win these. It's September, October, November, December. John Cena will be gone from the WWE. I think this is one of those main events where John Cena needs to win. I really do. That way, when he does get to his last opponent, he makes them look strong. So, and he gives them that rub. So I got John Cena beating the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And yeah, y'all, that's what I got for WrestlePalooza. That is my predictions.